Hey guys, it's Raining Blood, back with another video, here to finally give you my 600 subscribers special Q&A video, okay? 600 subs, guys. It is January 25th, 2018. I was originally going to do this on the 21st of January, which was 4 days ago, but I asked a friend if he would post some questions on this, and he didn't do it then, so I extended it to 4 days, hoping he would do it then, by now, and he hasn't, still didn't do it, and I was thinking of postponing this again for probably the 31st or something like that. I should probably take this off. But, I figured, if I don't do it then, I probably won't even get to this until next year or something, So, and I'm sure that friend of mine who said he would post questions for this will make it out today somehow. But anyway, here we go, guys. 600 subscribers Q&A. I'm doing this 5 o'clock in the morning actually, which is when everyone is asleep and I can actually do it in here. So and as you can tell, I'm really really tired right now. I've been up since forever, but I'm still determined to give you guys an excellent Q&A. I think you guys are gonna love it. I didn't get as much questions as I would have liked, but it is what it is, and I'm gonna answer each question as thoroughly as I can, and I hope you guys are entertained by it. So yeah, all right, gonna do the questions now. We got 5 questions from my good friend Double X Prince. Haven't talked to him in a while, so it's awesome. It was awesome and surprising to hear from him again, especially on this Q&A. So I'm really glad that he commented on this. He's got 5 questions, like I said. Question 1: top 5 movies in the MCU. Number 1 is Avengers. Easily. I don't know if Avengers will ever be top for me. Well, there's like one MCU film that I can see topping Avengers, and that's Avengers Infinity War. In fact, I guess you could call it 2 films, being Avengers Infinity War and Avengers 4, which is coming out just next year, which I can't wait for, man. I'm already excited for Infinity War. We only got a couple months more to wait, guys. It's finally here. I can't believe it's finally here. The most anticipated movie of my entire life is Avengers Infinity War. But I'm getting a bit off track now. I'll keep answering the question. So number 1, Avengers. Number 2, Captain America Civil War. That's definitely number 2. Number 3, I'm thinking maybe either Thor Ragnarok or Guardians 2. Because I actually thought Guardians 2 was better than the first one, honestly. And maybe I need to watch it again. And I guess that counts as 2. I'll still answer 2 more after those. And Spider-Man Homecoming. I'm probably forgetting something in that top 5, but I'll also say Avengers Age of Ultron, which is one of the most underrated movies ever, honestly. One of the most underrated superhero movies, at least. I think that movie's absolutely amazing, honestly, Age of Ultron. I wouldn't say it's good as Avengers 1, because it probably is the weakest, will be the weakest Avengers film, even when Avengers 3 and 4 come out. That's kind of implying that Avengers 3 and 4 will could be worse than Age of Ultron, which I highly doubt. I think Avengers Infinity War will be amazing. I think it will be the best MCU film of all time, honestly. Avengers is my favorite MCU film, and my second favorite movie of all time in general, honestly. And yeah, that would be it for my top 5 MCU films. It's not a set list, of course. So I'm sorry, and yes, someone messaged me on Facebook, but I gotta do this answer Q&A. I'll still get to my good friend who messaged me on Facebook, but yeah. Question number 2 from DXP. If HBK returns to fight AJ Styles, who goes over? AJ Styles, man. AJ Styles has to go over if that match happened in WWE today, which I highly doubt. I wouldn't bet anything on that. But if they were to fight today, definitely AJ Styles would win. Because he's the youngest star of the two. There's literally no reason for HBK to win. The only reason I could see a reason for Shawn Michaels HBK to win is for is if he's coming to wrestle like all the time now, like he's coming back full time. But if that match did for some reason actually happen, I think it would just be that one match against AJ Styles. But I wouldn't hold my breath for Shawn Michaels returning at all. He's keeping his word to his retirement, and I do respect him for that. But at the same time, I kind of wish he would break that promise a little bit. I'm sure a lot of people hope so, but let's not waste our breath on it, or hold our breath, I should say. So yeah. Alright, question number 3. Should Batista return to WWE? Personally, I'm a huge Batista fan. As a wrestler and as an actor, he was such an awesome wrestler, honestly. He had my favorite match with him is probably the triple threat match at WrestleMania 30 against Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton, which was absolutely amazing. And he's had a ton of awesome matches, I'd love to see him come back and face Roman Reigns, honestly. That would be an awesome match, I think. But it's just me saying I personally would love him to return. Should he return, though? Probably not, honestly. Because did you see how the fans treated him the last time he was wrestling? They were like boo Batista. They were booing the crap out of him, disrespecting him. I believe when he won the 2014 Royal Rumble, I believe he actually was pissed off that the fans were booing him, and he was actually giving them the finger to. I was just using that as an example, by the way. I'm not giving you guys the middle finger, but like I mean, that's kind of crazy that he actually burst out in anger like that. I can understand it, of course, but to see someone actually do that, that's kind of crazy, but also understandable. So no, I don't think he should, because I feel like there's a good chance he'll just get disrespected by the fans again, and I don't want that for him. He doesn't deserve that. Plus, he's doing amazing in Hollywood. He was in Blade Runner 2049 for like 6 minutes, but it was awesome, his part in that. And he's playing Drax the Destroyer in Marvel films, so that's awesome. That's absolutely amazing, So, but I do think he deserves to be inducted in the Hall of Fame at least, and maybe that's where it ends for him. He gets inducted to the Hall of Fame, and he lives the rest of his life all good, Because I do respect Batista. I always will, as a wrestler and as an actor. Yeah. So yeah, that answers that. So basically, what I'm saying is, I would personally love it if he did return, but I don't think he should. Question number 4. Do you watch Oscar contender movies? I used to be like a big movie fan, of movies in general, but to be honest, nowadays I pretty much only like superhero movies. Like, I will always check out Avengers and like Star Wars movies, and like whenever Christopher Nolan does a movie or a director like him, I'm always like excited to check out those movies. So it's pretty much just superhero movies for me now. Of course, if I see an Oscar contender type movie playing, of course I'll watch it. I will go watch it. If it happens to be playing, but yeah. And speaking of Oscar contenders, Oscar nominees, I believe, were just announced. The Shape of Water. I've not seen that. I don't know a thing about The Shape of Water, but I heard that was an amazing movie. Some people say, and it actually got nominated for every contendable Oscar. So that's good. And Christopher Nolan, I believe, is being nominated for Best Director. I hope he at least gets that. You know, just the Best Director nomination, because Nolan deserves more Oscars. I mean, seriously, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT of film directors. Christopher Nolan, the man. When Christopher Nolan announces his next movie, man, I'm gonna be so freaking ecstatic, man. I'll be jumping around, and you get the picture. If you haven't noticed my channel, I'm a massive, massive fan of Christopher Nolan, but that's another story for another day. And the final question from my good friend, the Double X Prince. What's your number one John Cena dream match? I thought about it for a while, and maybe objectively, Hulk Hogan would be the number one dream match for John Cena. I don't think that match will ever happen, but if it did, man, people would go nuts, and not just wrestling fans, like people in general who have heard about John Cena, who have heard about Hulk Hogan, who know about all of their accomplishments. You know, they're gonna be like, holy crap, bro. John Cena versus Hulk Hogan. That's what I think the objectively number one John Cena dream match is. My number one John Cena dream match, though, would have to be John Cena versus Ric Flair. I mean, think about it. 16-time champ versus 16-time champ facing off. There's nothing like it, man. There never would ever be other than that, you know. And even if it was Ric Flair in 2008 against today's John Cena in 2008 when he last retired, I mean when he last wrestled, at least in WWE, even that would have been a great match. But imagine John Cena now versus Ric Flair in 1989. That would be insanely amazing. Like, it's kind of crazy how amazing that would be, you know. But yeah, my number one dream match for John Cena against Ric Flair. Objectively, I'd say the number one dream match is him and Hulk Hogan. But yeah, that's definitely another one of my big dream matches. John Cena versus Hulk Hogan. Preferably WrestleMania. But yeah. Alright. So thank you, my good friend, the Double X Prince, for asking those questions. And next up, we got my good friend Blu-ray Ben. What's up, man? Me and you haven't, me and you don't talk all the time now, but I love that you're still acknowledging me, man, and it really means a lot, because I know you're much bigger on YouTube now, and the fact that you don't forget about me, like, means a lot to me, man. But, and I know you've been uploading videos, you know, but I've just been doing my own thing, you know, and I'm sorry that I don't get to check out your videos that much now. In fact, I don't really check out anyone's videos that much anymore, unless, you know, they ask me, or if I'm bored or something, you know, any other reason like that. Yep. Alright, I'll answer your questions, my man. Question number one, if you could only have one hobby / interest, which one would it be, and which ones would you give up? Alright, the three things, this question, not gonna like, confuse me a little bit, but I'll try to answer as truthfully and as accurately as I can, I guess. My three favorite things ever: superheroes, like anything superhero related, Marvel, DC, etc., wrestling, and video games. If I could only have one of those, I feel like I don't know, man. I wouldn't give up any of them, to be honest. I feel like I shouldn't have to, honestly. I'll just say that my number one favorite hobby / interest is superheroes. Anything superhero related. Mostly movies, though, and it can be animated series as well, and animated movies. Just, I love superheroes so much. You know, I don't know what my life would be if not for superheroes existing. And which ones would I give up by? None. Okay. I can't. It's just I don't have it in me. I don't have it in me to give up any of the things I love. Whether it be wrestling or superheroes or video games. But yeah, that's all I want to say without wanting to you know get choked out for or anything. I don't know what to say. You know, but I'm just gonna go to question number two now. Oh, he's only posted three questions, by the way, so we're on to question number two now. What is the film you most wanted to see in 2017 and still haven't seen? The Lego Batman movie, actually. I still haven't seen that. I believe it's playing on TV sometime this month. I think it already has played on TV. I gotta look for the next time it's on, but Lego Batman movie. I really did think I would end up seeing that in theaters last year. My friend Max came down here, and I really thought me and him would see Lego Batman together and Ghost in the Shell. Those were the two movies that I was planning to see with him. But and he said he was willing to go to the movies with me, but he ended up spending all of his money on gas to get to me. Gas fuel. But I still enjoy my time with him. And Lego Batman, I may not have gone to see it in theaters, but I can still watch the movie anytime. Yeah, it's just nothing too bad. And Ghost in the Shell, I heard, sucked. Anyway, so you know what? I didn't think I have to worry that much. And the final question from my good, amazing friend Blu-ray Ben is: who is your favorite New Zealand actor or actress and why? Man, there are a lot of New Zealand related questions on this. I did not expect that. Actor, I guess Russell Crowe. I do love Gladiator, The Nice Guys, American Gangster, a lot of the films he's in. He's pretty much like what comes to my head most when I think of New Zealand actors. New Zealand actress, I don't know. I guess Anna Paquin. Funny thing, both of them are actually playing Bruce Wayne's parents, not for real, in my upcoming movie Batman Reborn, which I'm planning to release not soon enough. I haven't revealed the release date yet. I almost said it, so that's pretty amazing, and they both happen to come up to my head when I mention it. So yeah, that answers that. Thank you, Blurry Ben, my good man, for those three questions. Really enjoyed answering them, even if I didn't answer them fully. You're the man. All right. And next set of questions from my good friend Mr. Beetle 890. That's the other friend I was talking about, who I haven't talked to in ages. I hope things are good between me and him. There was something I did on Ask FM. There was something I changed about my profile on Ask FM before I disabled it. I was having a really crappy day that day, if you know what I'm talking about, Mr. Beetle. And it was in the heat of the moment. I'm kind of scared to come back because of that. To Ask FM, I mean. But if things are alright, maybe you could tell everyone what I said, that I was having a crappy day and it was in the moment. Maybe you could come back and tell me if it's okay to come back or not. If they know the one thing I changed about my profile before I disabled it. Alright, anyway. Alright, here's 5 questions, my good friend Mr. Beetle, 890. And question number 1. In your opinion, what's the most underrated WWE PvP of the 2010s? I really liked Hell in a Cell 2015. No one really talks about that pay-per-view. I thought it was absolutely awesome. You had, what did you have at Hell in a Cell 2015? You had Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt inside the cell. That was an absolutely awesome match. You had Seth Rollins versus Kane for the WWE Championship. That was a very solid match. You had Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. Their final match ever. That was absolutely amazing. And I just thought it was a fun show overall. You know, um, to be honest, I didn't really know what to answer this one. I'm still trying to think and to give a proper, good, excellent answer. So I'm still thinking. Um, oh, TLC 2014. TLC or Tables, Ladders, and Chairs and Stairs 2014. I thought that was a. I remember it being a pretty awesome show. You had that awesome ladder match between Luke Harper and Dolph Ziggler. You had another awesome tables match between Seth Rollins and John Cena, and you had an awesome, if I remember correctly, awesome TLC match between Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose. I don't know why people hate that pay per view. People crapped on that pay per view, man. People gave it like 4 out of 10. Um, I don't know what wasn't to love about it. I thought it was really fun, that pay per view. And I think Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt was my favorite match of that pay per view. Maybe my favorite Bray Wyatt match ever, and one of my favorite Dean Ambrose matches probably. So yeah, I'd have to say TLC 2014. I don't know why that was so hard for me just now. But yeah, I was actually thinking about that pay per view earlier today, so maybe that was a sign, me thinking about that, to mention it in this Q&A. But yeah, so that answers that. Question number 2. Which places in New Zealand would you recommend someone to go to if they've never been before? That's easy. There's 3 places: Queensland, Queenstown. I think it's Queenstown. I think Queensland is in Australia, but Queenstown, that's in the South Island. I've never been there before personally, but I heard that's pretty much like where all the celebrities go when they come to visit New Zealand. Queenstown, I recommend that just by default. You know, Auckland. I went there for a little holiday with my best friends and my uncle back in 2016. That was the best thing that ever happened to me. That was where I met John Cena, by the way, Auckland, when WWE came to New Zealand in 2016. I missed that trip, man. But I do want to have another trip like that sometime in my life. But definitely Auckland. And one more, Wellington, which is where I live. It's the capital of New Zealand, actually. Definitely recommend you go there. I used to not like this place at all, but it was only because it wasn't home, because I used to grow up in like a village town. Then when I was about 7, I moved into the city, which is in Wellington. But when I got back home after my, all right, scratch that. When I was on my trip back in 2016 with my best friends and my uncle, and I got another notification on Facebook. It made me realize how much I really love the city life, and I definitely prefer the cities over towns all day, easily. So yeah. All right, so that's what I'd say for that question, my man. Question number 3. What are some of your favorite Beatles songs? Man, I used to be a huge fan of the Beatles back in 2014, and then, I don't know, I just lost interest in them for some reason after that. But I loved listening to, what's it called? Day in the Life, I believe that's the name of the song. I love that song. I love Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. I love With a Little Help from My Friends. I love Come Together. I love I Am the Walrus. I love Strawberry Fields Forever. I love, what's it called? It was from Revolver. Um, Eleanor Rigby. I love While My Guitar Gently Weeps. That's an amazing song. I love a lot of Beatles songs. I want to get back into them. Um, but yeah, they're amazing, Beatles. Definitely want to get back. I know you're a massive Beatles fan, by the way, because yeah. All right. That answers that. Question number 4. What do you think is the most overrated WWF/E match in your opinion? All right, I've been thinking about this a lot. It's not necessarily or technically WWE. Because to be honest, with WWF, WWE, I couldn't think of a match, but with NXT, not gonna lie, I do find NXT a little bit overrated as a whole, NXT. But this one match, I find massively overrated and overhyped, and it happened at the last NXT event, pay per view, whatever you call it. That's on the network. That was Drew McIntyre versus Andrade Cien. Now shut up. All right, Drew McIntyre, Andrade Cien was NXT Takeover War Games. People overrate the crap out of that match. I thought it was good, but it kept pissing me off when Andrade kept cheating the whole match. And when they actually had him beat Drew McIntyre, I was so pissed off. Okay, that was bullshit. All right, I'm not even gonna say bull crap because I prefer saying bull crap, but that was bullshit, man. When Drew McIntyre lost the NXT title, I know he got injured or whatever, and that's why he lost it. Why couldn't you just have him like retain here, and then have him say that he has to drop the title due to injury on the next NXT? They should have just done that. They let Asuka do that. Why couldn't you just let Drew do that as well? You know, but no, they had to have Andrade cheat. And man, people were so quick to jump on the bandwagon. They didn't give a shit about Andrade before he won. And now when he did win, all of a sudden, there were huge, massive, lifelong fans of Andrade. Oh my god, I can't believe this actually. Shut up. You weren't a fan of him before. You don't give a shit. But that was bullshit. I give that match 3 stars, honestly. Most people give it like 4 3/4 or whatever. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but it pissed me off, okay? The ending pissed me off. The match as a whole pissed me off. It was bullshit. Seriously. Especially when Drew lost. Drew McIntyre is freaking amazing. I waited so long for him to come back, and he jobs, and he has a, what's the word? When they lose it straight away, transitional title reign. That was bullshit. You know what? I hope Johnny Gargano kicks his ass at Takeover Philadelphia. Sorry, not sorry. Please, Johnny Gargano, win the NXT Championship this Saturday. Sunday for me, but Saturday for the US and Canada. That was bullshit, man. So I'm a huge fan of Drew McIntyre. When he fucking lost, I was pissed off. And sorry for swearing. Sorry for saying the F-bomb just now. It's just, I get pissed off thinking about it. And sad, you know. Especially when I'm like the only one who, who wasn't on the bandwagon when he won, but when he cheated to win. Alright, question number 5. I thought there was more I was going to say, but for that last one, but question number 5. What's your favorite alcoholic beverage? I actually don't drink. I'm straight edge. And yes, CM Punk did inspire me to become a straight edge. I'll just say that, just to get out of the way. But I'm actually straight edge, but I used to drink a little bit before. And my favorite alcoholic drink, definitely raspberry vodka. And yes, that specific vodka, raspberry vodka. That was really tasty. Almost I forgot it was an alcoholic drink, because it was just delicious. I think my cousin actually, when she was staying with us, had a raspberry vodka in the fridge, and I drank it. And I was only 10 at the time, but it was delicious, man. And there was one left at my grandparents' house, and I drank that for breakfast. That was delicious. But yeah. So yeah, but I did like that before I went straight edge. I also love Woodstock. You know, um, well, I used to love because now I'm straight edge. Now those drinks don't matter to me. I don't hate them, don't love them, but I don't judge those who do drink. Okay, if you do drink, that's all right. All right. So thank you, my good man, Mr. Beetle890, for those questions. Now we're going to the final set of questions, the main event from my good friend Danny Z. He has 5 questions for me, just like most of the other guys on this. And question number 1: favorite animated movie of all time. Um, I'd say either Toy Story 2 or The Incredibles, and I would have also said the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. Like if you ask me, you know what, those would be my top 3: Toy Story 2, The Incredibles, and the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. I absolutely love those movies to death. Um, Especially Toy Story 2 and The Incredibles. I'm not sure which of those is my favorite, but man, I grew up watching that type of stuff, and those movies have stuck in my mind, for years and years. And Shark Tale is another really fun animated movie, and I have a lot of dreams where I'm in the ocean because of Shark Tale. Like, I've had so many freaking dreams about being in the ocean because of Shark Tale. I'm not saying like it's one of my favorites, but it's one of the ones that stuck to me, I just thought I'd mention that. And probably Toy Story 2 or The Incredibles. So yeah. Alright, question number 2. Dream movie crossover. Um I don't know, I never really thought about it, honestly. Pretty much just the Justice League movie. But that ended up being a disappointment. So now it would be Avengers Infinity War, which is happening, so that's amazing. So that answers that, but I guess I'll answer this from an objective standpoint, like what I think would be like a good business decision to make a dream movie crossover. Maybe like a superhero versus horror movie characters movie, objectively. Like, I don't know why they never thought of doing that. Imagine if there was like one big superhero movie with the Avengers and the Justice League taking on all of these horror movie villains: Chucky, Pinhead, Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Pinhead. Did I mention Pinhead? I feel like I already have. Leatherface, Ghostface, all those guys. One big, amazing crossover. That would make a shit ton of money, I think. It would get people talking, I think. It might be a stupid idea, but I'm just saying from a business perspective, like that could be absolutely amazing. And by the way, I'm rooting for the superheroes in that one all day. Superheroes any day over horror. I don't care what anyone says. But yeah, so my dream movie crossover, Avengers: Infinity War, which with all the superheroes, which is actually happening. But if from a business perspective, if you had all those superheroes fighting like all those horror movie villains, objectively, like I think that would be a great business decision. I'm not saying like I actually want that to happen, but there'd probably be a lot of like court meetings to get that to happen for real. Years of it probably, but whatever. Question number 3: if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go? There's a couple places. New York, for personal reasons. I'm not gonna mention them in this video. Some of my friends know about that thing already. Australia. Believe it or not, I still haven't been to Australia. That's pretty much like where every Kiwi, every New Zealander goes on vacation. Like their first vacation is to Australia and New Zealander. And what was the third one? What What was it? Um, so there was Australia, New York, and other American places. Cleveland, which I consider my home away from home, and Los Angeles, because it's Hollywood, I believe. But there was another country I think that I wanted to go. Japan. Japan, man. Japan is freaking awesome, man. I've dreamed about going to Japan for so long, man. Um, yep. So yeah, those places. All right, man. I'm really tired. Um, Question number 4: Which superhero team would you join? Avengers, Justice League, X-Men, other. Um. All right. I'll just assume you mean strictly movie versions. Movie versions, Avengers. Okay. I actually had a dream back in 2013, I think, that I was fighting with the Avengers, and it was awesome. Another team I would love to join, Guardians of the Galaxy, the movie version, because they're awesome, man. I would love to chill out with Peter Quill, Star Lord, and I do have trouble sleeping sometimes, so I would love it if Mantis just put me to sleep straight away, and I'd probably crack up at Drax taking everything literally, and he'd probably get confused as to me cracking up, but it'd be worth it, man. But yeah, um, so yeah, either Avengers or Guardians of the Galaxy, um, the movie versions, those two. Um, and final question from my good friend Danny Z. What do you love most about New Zealand? I don't even know. I never really thought about it. Just the fact that it's my home, and you know, just the fact that it's my home, you know. And I know some people mistake us for Australian, but I feel like a part of me low key likes that, you know. Because yeah. So what? How long is this video? 37 minutes, 37 seconds. Holy crap! All right, guys, that's gonna be my 600 subscribers Q&A video. I actually really enjoyed filming this. I think, answered all of these questions as honestly as I could. Absolutely amazing questions from you guys. I feel like my answers were very in-depth, and I'm so tired, but I gotta do something in the morning, I think. So I'm gonna probably have a shower. You know what? I'm not gonna mention that anymore. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. 700 subscribers hopefully this year, and I'm doing another Q&A then. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and if you don't get to leave questions, hey, there's a next time. There'll always be a next time, unless I'm dead. But yeah. So peace out, guys. Have a great day where you are, and next time you guys will see me, NXT Takeover Philadelphia, my review of that, and of course right after that, my review of the 2018 Royal Rumble. 2 Royal Rumble matches, man. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out, man.